It is freak time. Damian Lillard's Milwaukee Bucks debut against the Lakers. No LeBron for the Lakers, no Chris Middleton for the Bucks as he continues to work his way back from that offseason knee procedure. I am ecstatic. We're here for Dame and Dame alone and to see how he meshes with Giannis in their first on-court game together. It's just the preseason, but I think we're all really excited to see how this duo looks because it has potential to be really, really scary. So without further ado, let's get into these highlights.
The goal for Chris is eventually to play one preseason game.
Taurean Prince, sidestep three. He's going to be a really solid offseason addition for the Lakers. They picked up a couple of really good rotational players. We'll see what they can give them throughout the regular season. Giannis getting right to work there. He's just going to bully Christian Wood in the paint pretty much every time he touches the ball if that's the matchup. But Christian Wood, another one of those offseason additions, and I'm really interested to see how Wood acclimates to playing in the spotlight because as we've seen with him in the past with his multitude of teams, he's a fantastic player, extremely talented, tends to wear his welcome out pretty quickly. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes as Giannis loses the handle. Doesn't matter. He's going to put it down no matter what. AD, good outlet pass there, and Rui Hachimura is someone who has really impressed me throughout the preseason with the Lakers. Seems like he's really found his role, specifically as an off-ball cutter, obviously in transition there. Giannis with the Euro, seen that hundreds of times. Good dish there from Christian Wood to the cutting AD. Obviously no LeBron for this game, and Christian Wood complaining there right away. The Euro dunk, what is D'Angelo Russell supposed to do there? Side note though, D'Angelo Russell came out and said earlier today that he wants to be Derek White on defense. That type of defensive intensity in transition, even if it's against Giannis, it's not going to make you Derek White. Woo! Derek White's not really doing that, though. Although it wasn't necessarily, it was probably an ill-advised shot, but that was a fantastic switch of the hand with the lay, with the offhand for D'Lo. I mean, offensively, he's a freak. He still is a really, really skilled offensive player. The defensive deficiencies, as he said, admitted himself, are what kept him off the floor. Good play from Marjon Beauchamp there. Good defensive play, and then the outlet pass in transition.
Good D by Reddish. Look at two Lakers getting on the floor.
Robin Lopez in the game. Campaign hitting the three, and it's so funny. I remember when Campaign came in the league, he was really just taking floaters for most of his shot. He didn't even really have a jump shot. Cam Reddish, nice little lay there. And now Campaign has really carved out a role for himself. Obviously, he's new with the Bucks, but was fantastic with the Suns, and he's going to be a key rotational piece for them. Max Christie, another one of those rotational players that the Lakers are looking to get a lot from. He had a fantastic summer league, really showed out, and that's what you're looking for from these second and third year players in summer league. When you step on the floor, especially as an offensive option, and Anthony Davis taking the three there, Darvin Ham said he wants to take 6 threes a game. I'm not sure I would go that far, but it's good that they're trying to expand his range, make him more of a potent weapon from deep. We haven't seen Dame hit a bucket yet. His first bucket as a Buck is a jab into the three. Let's see if that can get him going a little bit. Giannis is going to the Euro a lot. That was a fantastic no-look pass. The Euro into the cross court. It's a beauty. Malik Beasley, that one didn't stand a chance. Anthony Davis, I understand that Giannis has not necessarily been making him look like a fool, but has been punishing him in the post so far. It doesn't mean he's still not a top 5 defensive player in the league when he's healthy. And that was preseason defense right there from Brook Lopez, who was a D-boy candidate for the majority of last season. In the regular season, I'm not sure he lets that fly. Good extra pass there from Dame to Beasley in the corner. Beasley's going to be an interesting pickup for them. Nice little take and one from Dame. That slow step barely slowed down his pace. It's almost unnoticeable, but just a slight change of pace there into the pull-up three, fantastic, is what is able to get his defender, Christian Wood in that case, off balance and convert that, or able to make that an and one opportunity. And Christian Wood's not a fantastic defender in the first place, so Dame knows what he's doing when he's driving on him. Jackson Hayes That's a nice little find there from Jackson Hayes. Not something we necessarily saw from him in his time in New Orleans, which is relatively limited, but obviously a freak athlete. But if he can continue to show, awesome take from Cam Reddish. And another guy, similar to Jackson Hayes to an extent, but different story, where we know what type of player he can be. It's just about, can they put it together consistently? And for Jackson Hayes, if he can show out of the role that he's able to catch and make the right read, oh, on your head. And in that case, the right read was dunking on a 50-year-old Robin Lopez, and I feel sorry that he's out there jumping with him. Oh my goodness, Cam. Oh, he tried to put it down. Everyone's trying to dunk on Robin Lopez. And there's the and one on Robin Lopez. Oh, man. Oh, man. Pat Connaughton in threes. It'd be nice if he can give them that on a somewhat more consistent basis, because he took quite a few threes, over 5 a game. Reddish in the corner. I love to see it, but again, coming back to Jackson Hayes, if he can prove that he can make the right read, Colin Castleton getting absolutely blocked there. Robin Lopez, finally, you know, it's hard. It's hard to get out there and just continue to get postered and punished at the rim contesting, but he stayed at it, and he got his block, so credit to him. But if Jackson Hayes can prove, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked here. So I'm going to pause real quick. That was a great take from Andre Jackson. But if Jackson Hayes can prove that he can make the right read out of the roll, whether that's the lay, the dunk, or finding the guy with confident passes, that's going to be a step for him to find minutes consistently. And it's the same thing for Cam Reddish. If he can stay consistent with his shot, if he cannot make stupid turnovers and decisions handling the ball, it's all about playing competent, consistent basketball for those two guys specifically. If they can do that, they can be real role players for this Lakers team. So I'm going to go back here because I want to take a quick look at that Andre Jackson lay and transition, because this was tough. The scoop and lay, that's not easy. I really like this kid coming out of UConn. Woo! And one. Good dish there from Kevin. And another one, Andre Jackson Jr. Really, really good body control from him. It's one thing that jumps off the page immediately. Great contact finisher. That time switching to the left. Colin Castleton getting involved there. Thanasis a little bit all over the place. That's nothing new there.
Nice finish.
Good outlet pass there.
So they're part of 2. Matt Williams from our
Pat Connaughton, and again, as I was saying earlier, with Connaughton, took over 5 threes per game, but didn't hit them at a super consistent rate. I believe he was under 35% last year. If he can bump that up a little bit, there you go, Colin Castleton. Get after it, big man. But if Connaughton can bump up that 3-point percentage a little bit, that's going to help. That's going to help them replace the loss of Grayson Allen, who had really become a solid 3-and-D player. There he is again. And I'm not saying that Pat Connaughton is not a capable shooter. We're seeing it tonight. We've seen it plenty of times in clutch moments. He's had great performances consistently throughout the postseason. This game is over. I'm going to pause it right there. So obviously we didn't get to see that much from Damian Lillard in this game, not as much as I would have hoped. Now I'm going to go back and watch longer cut footage of this game to see how he and Giannis specifically mesh in pick and roll situations, because I want to see what their chemistry looks like. But what we saw from Damian Lillard in this game, at least on the highlights, is exactly what you've been getting from him throughout the majority of his career. He is an elite offensive scorer. He is a guy who comes in and is by far the best player that Giannis has ever taken the floor with, and you can tell that he raises their offensive ceiling significantly. With all due respect to Drew Holiday wasn't a guy who commanded attention from every other player on the floor defensively, and that is exactly the case with Damian Lillard out there. It's what's going to make him, defending him and Giannis, so nearly impossible for opposing defenses, because you have 4 guys paying attention to Dame when he has the ball. You've got at least 3 guys always aware of Giannis because of the lob threat that he poses. So that pick and roll has potential to be the most potent one we have seen since Kobe and Shaq. So I'm really excited to see how that continues to develop. It was a good start. He's going to continue to put it together. It's his first game, shaking off the rust, but this was a positive start, and I'm excited to see where this duo goes and how they continue to develop. Stay tuned for another video from me coming over the next couple days.